Is Bilious Thunderguff any good in patch 6.1.5? This is the Chaos Giant Regiment of Renown, available to Nurgle factions as well. The vile and poisonous prejudice against giants runs deep, but I kind of like them, and this one is better than most. Let's take a good look at how this giant can club and party with the best of them. Recruited for 1700 gold and 425 upkeep. On Ultra, this monster comes with a gigantic 13,882 health pool. Armor is 50, with a base missile resistance of 15%. While not considered unbreakable, leadership comes at 110 at rank 9. Speed 39 and charge speed 50 somehow don't feel like worst case. Melee attack arrives at 73, wow, and is poisoned with each heavy club strike. Splash of good size is large, so Gorgers on down, and max target splashed is 7 at absolute most. Melee defense 43 could be worse for this kind of monster. Weapon strength 700 is as expected, split base 200 and armor piercing 500. Charge bonus is a healthy 40 and mass is 6,500. This siege attacker causes fear and terror, has the wall breaker attribute, which is nice to know because plague ogres lost that attribute like their non-plague counterparts, and has the violent wind active ability, 120-second cooldown, and I think what this is trying to say, 4-second duration, doing 20 damage, of which only 20% is armor piercing in a 7-meter radius. Corroded armor is a contagious, minus 30 armor, but doesn't stick around for that long. You take what you can get. Of course, the debuff is also affecting units being damaged by the violent wind. In the redline skills, and okay, here's the thing, I delayed this script some because there is literally no help for Bilious in the Monogod Nurgle faction. Not Kugath himself, not his demonic lords, so anything in mainline Nurgle is borrowed from Mortal Lord boosts, and so this is this channel's first official-ish undivided video. It's been a long time coming. So, monstrous strength. I checked in-game with Archaon. At 3 pips, this grants weapon strength plus 10% and melee attack plus 8, and that means he'll connect more and do more damage. Great stuff. Freakish mutations would grant this rank 9 RoR leadership plus 8, that makes it really ridiculous, melee attack plus 5, and ward save 5%. In the tech tree for Chaos, Giant Manacles is the only tech that applies for plus 15% weapon strength and 25% missile resistance. Serious question. Does a giant need any more than that? So how do we use Bilious Thunderguff? I hope that this video establishes that even completely in his base form, Bilious is not just very powerful in terms of inflicting damage in melee combat, able to take an Ogre Tyrant Giant Ogre-O just fine, but even when he's being hit back, he's being hit for 15% less damage in melee. We're used to poison being ubiquitous with Nurgle, but even for Nurgle, this is a crazy amount of health, and reducing the damage incoming to this degree matters. Therefore, no matter what the offensive benefits of the giant may be, I will propose this giant is more formidable as a defensive force. His matchup with specific enemies will vary, but sending him in to shut down a melee advance and force people to fight on his terms is a good idea, and those terms are slowly, deliberately, and with lots of damage going out from his club. If he doesn't have to splash the damage and can put it all in one target, he's just very difficult to deal with. It's not that he can't beat down blobs, but the poison is doing a lot to help slow the incoming damage down, not just to him, since he can't poison anything at arrow range, but to buddies or light snacks hanging around his ankles. I'm going through all that because as soon as you use him outside of Nurgle Monogod, you're not drowning in sources of poison anymore. Ergo, you need to value sources you can recruit as an instant rank 9 regiment. You can't expect much from Violent Wind, but at least it's something, and damage is damage, especially to weak enemies blobbing around him. Corroded armor lasts for 10 seconds after application. Even though you can't buff him further with Nurgle Monogod, presence of Wallbreaker is a big deal and can make your sieges a lot less painful, and your easy access to healing can change things up a lot. Even if Warriors of Chaos, I'd highly recommend Nurgle healers. Take care and have fun sorting your foes out with a very big and poisoned club.